In a peaceful little town, nestled by a winding river, lived a young boy named Rohan. Every morning, just as the sun began to peek over the horizon, he would set out to deliver fresh milk from his father's dairy to the townsfolk. But Rohan carried a little secret along with his milk cans. He had a habit of taking shortcuts. You see, instead of carrying the full, heavy cans, Rohan would sneak a little river water into the milk. Just a little, he'd whisper to himself, a sly smile playing on his lips. It lightens the load and saves me time. He finished his rounds quicker than anyone, a jingle of coins in his pocket his reward. His father, a man of simple trust, never once questioned the quality of the milk. But a small voice in Rohan's heart knew his actions were wrong. Still, he'd push it aside, thinking, it's not hurting anyone. It's no big deal. One year, a long, dry summer settled over the valley. The once mighty river shrank to a thin ribbon, and the town's well ran dangerously low. A quiet tension filled the air as people struggled for every drop of clean water. It was during this difficult time that the town chief made a grand announcement. Gathered in the town square, the people listened intently. A grand festival will be held next month, the chief declared. We will select the finest milk supplier in the region to serve at this prestigious event. The winner will receive a handsome golden reward. Rohan's eyes lit up. This was his chance. With the prize money, he could buy that shiny new bicycle he'd been dreaming of, maybe even start his own dairy. He redoubled his efforts, working harder than ever before, but his old habit remained. He still added a splash of water, convinced it was the secret to his efficiency. The day of the festival arrived, buzzing with excitement. Esteemed judges from neighboring villages assembled to taste the offerings. When it was Rohan's turn, he stepped forward, his chest puffed with pride. He poured a glass of his finest milk and presented it to the first judge. The judge took a sip, and his pleasant expression immediately soured into a grimace of disgust. He whispered to the judge beside him, who also took a taste and shook his head. Something is terribly wrong with this milk, the second judge announced loudly. It's not fresh at all. It tastes strange. The town chief stood up, his voice echoing across the silent square. This milk is spoiled. It has been diluted with unsafe water. A collective gasp went through the crowd. Rohan froze, the color draining from his face. He suddenly remembered the river, now murky and brown from the drought. His harmless shortcut, his little secret, was now exposed for all to see. The whispers of the crowd felt like daggers, and he saw the looks of distrust on the faces of the people he served every day. But the look that broke his heart was the silent disappointment in his father's eyes. That night sleep wouldn't come. Rohan lay awake, the weight of his actions crushing him. He had lost the gold, yes, but he had lost something far more precious, the trust of his community. The next morning, Rohan rose with a newfound resolve. He made a solemn promise to himself, a promise he intended to keep. No more cheating, no more shortcuts. From that day on, he delivered only the purest, richest milk, no matter how heavy the cans or how long the journey. It was hard work, but with every honest delivery, he felt a bit of his integrity return. Months passed. Slowly but surely, through his unwavering honesty and hard work, Rohan began to earn back the respect of the town. People started to nod at him again, a genuine smile replacing their former suspicion. He didn't win a golden reward that day at the festival, but in the end, he gained something far more valuable, his honor. This story reminds us of a simple, universal truth. What you put out into the world, good or bad, eventually finds its way back to you. The easy path is rarely the right one. Honesty, integrity, and hard work are the real treasures that last a lifetime. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires.